Hello everyone, this is Wolf, and today we are back with more Space Engineers. In the last episode, I checked out deposits 2 and 3 with the normal ore detector, and found that I wasn't able to really do anything useful. Where did that blind? It's right in front of me. Found I wasn't able to do anything really useful with the normal ore detector trying to get to them. So instead, I had to download the Ore Detector Plus mod with 1200 meters of scanning ability. But I have to wait until this little bugger falls out of the sky. Otherwise, he will simply dog my steps and be really, really annoying. So, let's fly down our tunnel a little bit here. And right now, we've got our 6 refineries, or at least 4 of the 6 operational. What's the status of the others needing grids? Do we have any grids at all? We have 4 grids. I bet that Stinging Adversary would have enough grids on it for me to finish up at least one of these, probably both, but at least one of these with its large atmospheric thrusters. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to go after it today. I am, however, going to spend a little bit of time getting production of certain things going within the assembler, and where am I doing? Cleaning up a few things before I start working on probably the cargo area above. Because why not? Let's see what we can find in that area. Okay, we've got 4,000 steel plates there, giving a total of 7,000. Yeah, okay. Now, let's grab a bunch of interior plate, a bunch of steel plate. Let's begin work on designing of the space here for the cargo containers. Again, this is just going to be very rough, but right now I don't really want these holes in the floor, so they're going to get covered up. This way, everything is a little bit hidden, and when I start working on the space, making it look good, it will at least be functional as well. These holes right here, I feel like I'm going to fall down into the refinery bay. Also, I think I need to come up with names for all these different spaces here. This is going to be what, cargo bay and the refinery bay. Those are fairly unoriginal, my opinion. So we'll have to come up with some different ones. Also want to work on a color scheme for the base today. Maybe not a permanent one, but definitely one that I will look and put a little bit of effort into maintaining. Oh, gee. Let's come on. Interior. Interesting. That was weirdly hidden. So we're going to put interior walls down the center here. That's good. See how this looks with spectator. Oh, that is so cool. Being able to come out here and look like this. So the main reason why I wanted to do this is that cargo area is the only one in the narrow stretch on this side of the silicon. And for the narrow stretch on this side, I have a plan for that space. So I need to leave that as more or less intact as possible. Though it may be too close to the stone, so I may not be able to use it as I would like. But I do want to leave the space here and then make a little way of getting down from there and maybe getting up to it. I'm also going to maybe work on this area a little bit. But for now, I think this will suffice. Just getting this space a little bit fleshed out. Let's grab some construction components and weld these up. So, I do like that the interior walls have the emissive strips, and I am again stealing that from a couple other YouTubers and players, just because in the event of a blackout, they are quite nice to have. So, though as hopefully uncommon as blackouts are, it's honestly a nice little bit of extra attention to detail that I very much appreciate and like in this game. Now, I think how I'm going to design this space is it's just going to be cargoes on the side of what I'm going to make a standard corridor. So the interior walls go like this. Then they have the flipped side, which this will be colored. Whatever color design I go with. I was originally going to see if it would be possible to, name the base after a green color, because I normally name my bases after colors. But I don't know. I think when I get to that point, I'll put up to a poll. That will definitely be after I make a few more design. Oops, need some more interior plates. Let's get those produced. A few more episodes at least before I start coming up with names for the base here, because that is a ways off. It's just me being practical though. All right. So, but I do want to use this as just a template of a design space. Whether or not that I'll leave the opening on the far end like that, probably will not. I might just partition that off. Or I could use, well, I'll have, like I was saying, I will have tons of silicon. I could just do that. Come on, rotate. There we go. All right. So, having looked into the Deep Wars mod, I think the reason that I was not able to detect anything, detect anything when I was trying to look for those ores is because most of the ores are actually quite a bit deeper than 100 meters. I think I just got insanely lucky having found this silicon deposit on the first try with just my drill. Actually, it was after I drilled the corridor, but oh well. I found it. Alright. Let's clear out some of this space. As I do want this to be... So this is a corridor. There will be a light armor block on the edge here. I'm debating on if I should do the armor slope, if that will make a difference in the look. I don't think it will, which is fortunate. Alright. So that'll save me a little bit of resource in the design phase here. Oh. There we go. And then I can build the walls of this particular section up. And I can show what I had in mind for the design of this space. So obviously with the cargo containers here and down below the refineries taking up one wall, I'm not going to really be able to show off a completed design for a corridor, but I think with the space I have here, I might be able to do just enough to make it work quite well, which is good. So, light armor, slopes. Let's get these. So this is a fairly common, I've seen dozens of YouTubers and dozens of different designs that use any variation of this particular kind of design. Where I am going to make a slight change, however, is how they interact with each other. Starting with the slopes and working your way up in order to create a shape. I have to be very careful here because I don't want to remove too much of the silicon, at least in the back there. Alright, now let's weld these up. And then we will place a tip on top of there. These will definitely need to be welded up before we go any further. And let's go back to a tip there. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. Getting to some of these, which let's weld them up without causing a lot of damage accidentally. Okay. Now, the idea here is that I will also put lights, especially along the ones on the top, which since this corridor is 3 tall, that's relatively easy to set up this way. Those lights will then create the light effects that I wanted to do for the space. There we go. But first I need to go like so with these. I'll have to remove that one in a second. One, it's a minimalist design with very little actual resources. I'm out of steel plate. Actual resources used to create the design, but also it's a design that will allow me to give some context to the way this is built and some attempt at creating a structural engineering intent behind a lot of the shapes here. Oh, let's go up, clear away the next little bit. All right. I'm going to move forward just a little bit here to clear out some of that space too. Because another block goes here. I do need to be very careful on how I do this though, because there's also going to be a similar design across the ceiling. But the similar design will not be intended to appear structural, whereas this is intended to appear structural. I know that makes no sense with with the context I've given, but we'll need to clear a bunch of this though. Do not want to remove too much. All right. Then we're going to go with the bases again. Actually, not there. Yeah, there. That'll work. Just had a sudden thought, like, wait, that's how I do that structurally in real life. And for whatever reason, I completely blanked on the infinite structural integrity that is space engineers. But Yeah. Okay. And then, I may have gone a little too far with that one. We shall see. And we do the half armor blocks. Across the... There we go. Across the top like so. There we go. And that's roughly what I had in mind for the design here. I may, and this is probably kind of a no-brainer to some people, but I may do a bit of this to add that extra little bit there. But of course that will mean removing more silicone in places like this in order to place it, which is okay. I just have to be very, very careful how I do that. That spot's a little bit of a mistake to do it that way. So, and then for the cool factor that I had in mind, some corner lights. Okay. I was waiting for it to crash and it crashed. Alright, well, the sky is clear for the moment. Let's actually change gears a little bit here. Let's throw those in there, grab our grinder, and let's go do a little bit of salvaging. Well, that was fortuitous timing. Alright, right now I just noticed my cargo containers are starting to fill up with stone again, which does mean that I need to get those other refineries up and running, preferably as soon as possible. Alright, whoa. Did I forget to... Oh, See, I can be a forgetful dumbass sometimes too. I forgot about these things. I forgot about this cat's paw here. With all its thrusters, and it may actually have enough to have actually solved at least one of the reactors. And there's a full drifting pursuant right there. Oh, my game. Alright, I'm back. Not sure what I did. Game just decided it was wanting to be... This computer is a year and a half old and it is starting to... It is starting to die. Not dying quickly, but it is... It's been getting some hard use for the last year and a half. So... Alright, I'm going to go over here and... Is that an oxygen bottle or hydrogen bottle? Oxygen bottle? Eh. I'm going to check and see the loot that's in this thing, see if I actually looted it. I have not. Or maybe I have. Maybe I have looted those already. Okay, then it's just the thrusters. Let's get work on those. Alright. A bit of salvage. Nice, and that was lovely. Bit of salvage, and I'll jump ahead to when I have all this done. Alright, that's enough salvaging for now. Let's grab everything we need for our ore detector. Construction components. Let's look at how much the ore detector costs. Or is it just the same? Yeah, it's the same. There's no real change in the cost of the ore detector with the mod. Okay, and I'm also going to steal this turbine this time. Alright, because I'm going to be converting this whole area in one of the next few episodes, and the turbines themselves are not really that important right now, at the very least. So let's go back out to deposit number 2. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, you know what? I forgot displays. I'm going to need displays for the control panel. I'm going to need, otherwise I can't extend the otherwise I can't really extend the range of the ore detector at all. So those take, I've got all that stuff. Or if I could type ore detector and the turbine. Alright. Let's clear my hands. Let's fly out there. I did a bunch of salvaging. I not only salvaged those 2 wrecks there and the one that crashed just now, I went and checked on this one and found 2 more drifting pursuants that had crashed over there. I remember taking one down and the other one looks like it self-destructed in midair. I don't remember one doing that I haven't already accounted for, but anything is possible, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so let's check and see on this deposit here. Now, hopefully with 1200 meters range, we should be able to tell exactly what is inside the deposit without much difficulty. Okay, control panel goes right there. Our detectors range to maximum. And let's get this functional. See what we got. I'm stupid. That was stupid. I need a seat. I need a seat. In order to make this whole thing work, I need something in order to sit in order for it to transmit to me. No wonder it was working last time. For an independent grid, it's going to need a seat. So I'm just going to structure components, interior plates, 20 of each. I'm feeling stupid. No wonder it didn't work the first time. Alright, let's fly back and probably put this up there. A transport courier has spawned. Lovely. So while I was out salvaging, there was a mobile refinery or drilling platform that was flying around, and it did not react to my presence. This might. So let's attach our seat in a weird place, and iron 1.2 kilometers down. Let's just check on this thing, see if it's actually attacking me. No, it's moving away. It's moving parallel to me, so I'll have to be careful. I'll just go to deposit 4 next instead of deposit 3. All that's showing here is iron. That's in a boulder over here. Let me check the page. It's magnesium gold. So this must be a gold deposit. If it's outside of the range of 1200 meters, it has to be a gold deposit. Okay, that's good to know. Not super helpful right now since this is a gold deposit, can be up to 1600 meters under the ground. but it's what it is. All right, deposit number 3. Can I get there without getting too close to that thing? I'll go to deposit 4 first. So if I'm gonna have to build a drill rig that's gonna go down to get gold, probably will not replicate the drill rig I did at deposit number 1. I'll do it at I'll do just a simple piston extension drill rig. Oh, my survival pods battery and light are still here. Oh, still a few things here. Oh, I'll just leave those. There's no sense in leaving and doing anything with them right now. All right, little crater there. What caused you? Maybe a missile strike? Oh, there was. It probably was a missile strike actually, because there's a couple others nearby. All right. Or deposit. This time around, I'm going to double check to make sure that I'm not forgetting something critical, because that was kind of annoying. Detector functioning. It should be producing plenty of energy. Our detectors don't use a huge amount of power. Yeah. Oh, spectator cam, let's zip over here. Still not picking anything up. At all. Which, now that is curious. It should be picking up something, at the very least. I may have to just explore all of these. I hope I didn't wreck the ore detector with that. Oops, that was slightly stupid. See how close deposit number 3 is to that transport courier. I got within 3.8 kilometers of it and not having an issue. 3.6 now, so still nothing. 3.4, 3.3. Should be okay. Control panel. I'm just trying to get this put together as quickly as possible. Since I have the seat, I want the control panel now, so. Ore detector, max range. And it is not picking up anything. The mod worked. It picked up an iron boulder. It's working. Aha! Silicon and ice. Which tells me this is probably another one that has a magnesium deposit in it. So this is a lower priority than the other ones. It might be time just to drill down and see what's under deposit number 4. But for the moment, I've got the cobalt I need to build the refineries. I think I'll be okay. That's the wreck, one of the wrecks I found out in the ice. So, without any further ado, I think I'll fly back, get the 2 remaining refineries up and running, and jump ahead when I get back to the decoration stage.